Welcome to Meares Homo.
Meares.
What's this, man? What's this?
That's our wonderful award.
Twice.
2-time winner.
Best duo on the internet for being prognosticators.
My nipples fit really well in this shirt.
Send us triple X next time, Geo. 7 and 8 this week, each of us.
Yes, I
and we win this award.
Hey,
it's amazing.
I brought it back, dude. I was 5 and 26 the previous 2 weeks.
Well, that's fine, but I'm kicking your ass in that. However, you have created a comeback in fantasy by my picking of Calvin Johnson.
And I've got some analytics running on my fantasy. You are not going to win that.
Stats guy doing all that, but what we're going to do is you're going to pick a game, I'm going to pick a game.
Yep.
We're going to do the rest in rapid fire like we do every week.
Yes.
And then we're going to get into some fantasy after that, and then we'll wrap it all up. First game we're going to do is my game.
Correct.
That is Dallas hosting the New York Giants.
Yes.
Last week we thought the Giants were going to be formidable against the Eagles.
They were not.
They were not.
No. The opposite of that.
I am going to go a different direction on this based on what you think I'm going to say.
Okay.
I think the Giants have this week at 6.5.
At 6.5.
At 6.5 they have this. You know why?
No.
Doug Free is out.
I don't know who Doug Free is.
Doug Free hurt his foot and he is the leader of the offensive line on Dallas.
Really?
Yes. He is out for the week, maybe 2 weeks, broken foot. Jerry Jones came out and said, it's okay because he's not a skill player.
Well, he's a very big skill player because their offensive line is carrying them.
A foot injury is okay on an offensive lineman, but not a skill player? I mean, a foot is like kind of your biggest thing on an offensive lineman. It's kind of like your base.
Yeah.
I have the Giants to cover 6.5 in this game.
Okay.
But lose.
Okay.
Based on the fact that Doug Free is out.
Okay.
I never thought Meares would refer to Doug Free as an integral part of anything.
I didn't either.
That is where we're going this week.
Well, I'm going to go in the same direction as you with my pick, but not with the reasoning.
Okay.
I also believe the Giants are going to cover, if not win outright. Mm-hmm. Since we don't have to pick that, I'm on the fence right now. Definitely cover. The letdown game. They just beat Seattle at Seattle. First team, boom! I mean, it's... Boom!
That was incredible.
They've lost 2 games.
Incredible.
Seattle's lost 2 games at home in the past 3 years. So, I think this is a huge letdown game. New York is embarrassed after getting shut out by the Eagles, who are the worst defense in the league coming into that.
And they shut them out. They not only shut them out, they sacked the piss out of them.
So, I think New York
the Eagles sacked the piss out of
correct.
The Giants.
I think New York comes in, is confident in the game, and will win the game, and will cover, obviously. So, give me the Giants. I'm on board with you.
All right, I like it. Second game is going to be your game.
Correct.
San Francisco going to Denver.
Correct.
Not really going anywhere.
Close. I mean, it's good. It's a good 2.5 hour flight.
It's not going across the country like you always like to pick.
It's not, and it's a Sunday night game.
Wow.
So it's going to be like 4 o'clock game for San Francisco. But anyway, Denver's favored by 6.5 at home against San Francisco. This is going to take a line from you. This is the show me game for San Francisco. San Francisco has gotten back to 4-2, 1 game back of Arizona for the division, or a half game back, I guess. And I think this is the game. Denver's coming off not a great game against the Jets. I mean, they didn't play that well.
That was a game at the end.
It was.
They got that extra touchdown to make it a 14-point game, and it's like, okay, you covered and everything's good.
Quick side note, 2 games changed with last-second pick sixes changed the spread in advance of the team. Denver ended up covering because of the pick 6, and Arizona ended up covering because of a pick 6 in the last second. That has to piss off Vegas a little bit, I would think.
A little bit.
Okay, so let's get back to this game. Denver's going to win this game, and they're going to win by 20, and there's one reason only. Because it's a regular season. There's one reason that I'm going to go into. It's a regular season game. Peyton Manning is in prime time, and he's only 2 touchdown passes from the record, which means he's going to have at least 3, and I'm saying probably 4. So I like Denver to win this game easily, and San Francisco will go to 4-3.
I will say this. I was on the couch. I was watching the game, the Arizona game, and before that last pass was thrown, I said pick 6.
Wow.
Guess who confirmed it?
Troy Aikman.
Maybe my fucking iPhone. Nobody heard it.
I don't know.
I said it, and I was like, nobody's here to hear it. But you're right. That did happen at the end of the games last week. This game, I don't know how to. I totally agree with you. Like, Peyton Manning will have 3 touchdowns. I don't like the fact that you competed with the Jets on an even keel.
But
however, were they in New York?
They were in New York.
They're traveling,
and you can't always play your best game every week.
Like, everybody on the ESPN is on the knob of San Francisco now.
Yes.
And if we have to listen to one more thing about Jim Harbaugh not being a cancer versus being a cancer, is there friction? Is there not friction? Colin Kaepernick made some great passes against the fucking Rams.
Exactly.
Against the Rams.
Exactly.
Here's we go, Gio. You're our swear jar for the week. I have to go with Denver with 6.5 here.
Cool. I like it.
Now it's time for rapid fire. We'll do the rest of the games for the week.
Let's go.
All right.
Thursday night, Jets traveling New England. New England, a 9.5 point favorite at home.
I don't like 10-point spreads.
That's good. It's 9.5 then.
It's 9.5. I'll take New England.
Nice. I'm going to keep to my small analysis of every game. New England covers.
There you go.
Cincinnati traveling to Indianapolis. Cincinnati, a 3-point favorite against the team that I said 3 weeks ago was the best team in the league.
Yeah, we're going to say Dallas is the best team in the league this week just so that they suck
I hope
for
so.
the next 3 weeks.
I agree.
I got an option in fantasy this week. Indy D or Cincy D. 0-0 shutout, -3. That gives me Cincinnati.
Okay, well, I am taking Indianapolis. They are coming off 4 wins in a row. So give me Indianapolis -3. Tennessee traveling to Washington. The Redskins favored by 5.5. I'm allowed to say the Redskins, by the way.
Yeah, you're not going to get fined by the FCC.
I'm good.
This is another. I won't go 0-0 tie. I'm saying 10-10 tie. So that gives me Tennessee. We're going to have 6 ties this week.
I'm 11 games behind you, so I'm going to take Washington -5.5.
There you go.
Miami traveling to Chicago. Chicago, 3.5 point favorite at home.
I'm going with Chicago because they're kind of like on a little bit of a roll on a sneak tip. And Miami, I mean, what's Miami? I mean, they beat New England, they beat Oakland, they won this past week, right? They're 3-3.
Mm-hmm.
On the road in Chicago, I got nothing. I got Chicago covering at 3.5. I'm winning by 6.
I'll take Miami with the points in order to catch up. Cleveland at Jacksonville. Cleveland, a 5-point favorite on the road. When's the last time we said Cleveland 5-point favorite on the road?
I don't know, but you're going to pick first because you keep picking opposite of me, and I'm not going to let you do that.
I'm going to take Cleveland -5. I'm never picking Jacksonville to cover.
I'm not doing it on purpose because Cleveland, I think, is a little sneaky. I think they're going to be 8-8. I said it a couple weeks ago.
I think they might be 10-6.
I'm not sure about that, but Brian Hoyer is going to ruin Johnny Manziel's career because he's not going to get in the game this year. I got Cleveland winning by 8 in a non-comeback.
Seattle, coming off their loss to Dallas, traveling to St. Louis. St. Louis is a 7-point underdog at home.
St. Louis wins the game.
You're out of your mind.
Hold on. Last year, one of the games they should have lost was against Kelly Clemens in St. Louis.
Correct.
Matchups.
Okay.
St. Louis wins the game. 7 points isn't even an issue.
I'll take Seattle to cover. They're not going to lose 2 in a row. They're not going to come off that Dallas loss and throw another. There you go.
My pick is not required on that, but they cover 7.
Carolina traveling to Green Bay. Green Bay a 7-point favorite.
You go first.
It's a good game. It's a good matchup. I'm going to take Green Bay to cover 7.
Carolina will win.
All right. Atlanta traveling to Baltimore. Baltimore a 7-point favorite.
Baltimore just going to beat them by 86 points. And I'm going to be wrong. Because these two teams, you can't figure out who's showing up week to week. 48 points by Baltimore this week, and the week before they couldn't get off the couch.
Yeah, I mean,
don't get it. I don't understand. But I can tell you this. The NFC South is the worst division in football.
I agree.
And Atlanta might be the worst good team, fantasy-wise, because I got smoked by Matt Ryan and Julio Jones in a loss.
Atlanta is absolutely abysmal on the road.
What the hell?
With that being said, I'm going to take them with the 7.
Yeah, well,
Minnesota traveling to Buffalo. Buffalo, 5.5-point favorite at home.
Your hand, dude. I'm going to listen to you.
I'm taking Buffalo to cover this game. I don't think Minnesota has anything after watching Bridgewater last week.
My boy Corduroy. I said I was going to cut him.
I would hope you would have by now.
This motherfucker gets 1 target for 1 catch for 6 yards. I got 0.5 points. You know what, Minnesota? I said you were going to be a good team. I picked my boy Corduroy to be one of my main receivers. I am getting ass raped in fantasy because of my boy Corduroy. My team's Buffalo. I got to go with 5.5.
Cool. New Orleans traveling to Detroit. Detroit a 2.5 point favorite at home. Probably minus Calvin Johnson. Probably minus Reggie Bush.
I'm going to continue my rant about Drew Brees. I lose points in my fantasy league when Drew Brees gets sacked. I lose points when he throws interceptions. I lose points when he doesn't perform in the manner in which I drafted him in the first round in the league I shouldn't have. Fuck New Orleans. That's what I paid for. I'm taking Detroit.
I think Detroit's hot and cold. I'm going to take New Orleans to cover this on the road. Give me the 2.5. Kansas City traveling to San Diego. San Diego 4-point favorite.
Phillip Rivers. Bitch face. I'll take him to cover 4.
Kansas City coming off their bye. You know how I think of teams coming off their bye. I think Andy Reid is still undefeated coming off the bye, so I'm going to take Kansas City plus the 4. Giants, we already did that game. Arizona traveling to Oakland. Surprising Oakland, who covered last week against San Diego, but Arizona is a 3.5 point favorite on the road.
Oakland wins outright.
Oh, calling for the first win for Oakland.
This is the game because they're close. They were close against New England. They were close last week, and they're two good teams. Arizona is not the team. Like, you don't really have a quarterback. You got a quarterback that wakes up Sunday morning and says, oh, I got a feeling. I have a feeling I'll play. And if it's not that, you got the 4th string that I played against in high school. This is a game ripe for Oakland to get their first win, so I'm taking them easy to cover with the win.
I'm going to take Arizona minus the 3.5. I'm not going out on that limb. Final game, Monday Night Football. Houston traveling to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh a 3.5 point favorite. These two teams, we have no idea who they are.
I've been adamant on this show that ESPN is one of the gayest stations when it comes to promoting things. Troy Polamalu is one of those things that is one of the ESPN creates that with the high hair and the flying around. They did a story about how he got pummeled last week.
Really?
And you know what? It's time.
Oh,
it's
good.
time to recognize that every team for the last 5 years has pummeled him outside of 1 or 2 plays. And one of the plays that he made, he got Defensive Player of the Year for, and it was the only play he made all year. Here's the deal. Pittsburgh is bad. Houston is not good. But I got Houston. Underdog? Did you just lose to Cleveland? By a lot?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to go with you on this one.
There you go.
I think Houston, J.J. Watt, they're going to be too much for Pittsburgh. Give me Houston with the 3.5. Let's move on to fantasy.
Now it's time for fantasy. I'm going to go first because I have no fear. I'm pissed. I've made mistakes.
You're down 25 points.
I'm going to go with somebody that I cannot stand.
Okay.
Bitch face, Phillip Rivers. I'm going with the quarterback because I need a big comeback. And I hope you don't pick a quarterback. Bitch face, Phillip Rivers, my guy.
I am actually taking a quarterback.
Oh.
Based upon the analytics I ran this week, the worst team against the pass at home is St. Louis.
Ooh.
Russell Wilson has, on average, put up 7 more points on the road than he has at home.
You better get to running because he can't pass for shit.
Give me fucking Russell Wilson to be a mega star this week. Watch out. Mark it down.
I like my comeback. Now it's time for comment of the week.
Very annoyed because you guys asked us to bring this back. We had 9 comments last week. 9.
9.
I got to pick 1 out of 9. Luckily, we had a good one from Brandon Michael.
New commenter.
New commenter.
Yeah, I like that.
A rare sighting, misspelled, S-I-T-I-N-G. That's not sighting. I don't know what that is. A rare sighting for me. I've never seen a Buffalo Bills fan in my life. Much respect.
Well, I don't know where you live.
Not in Buffalo.
There's a lot of us. Maybe you're 18 years old.
Yeah, that's probably why.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Anybody in their late 30s to early 40s, somebody, you're going to find somebody. They were good back then. We were bandwagon guys. It was awesome. And then we had our hearts crushed, and we became losers in life because of it.
Yes, exactly.
So that's our show for week 7. Thank you to Geo Knows for our 2nd trophy.
And our wonderful T-shirts. And
if you just wanted to see our breasts,
you know what I
we
haven't
sent the right size.
You know what I haven't been doing this year? Taking the fucking man's money. I haven't been taking anybody's money. I've been giving money away left and right. Here. What's the money? Here, take it. Oh, fuck it.
Fucking prognosticators, we are not, but trust us this week. Take a bye week.